Welcome back to Virginia This Morning.
Hey, good Friday morning to you. Thanks for joining us here on Virginia This Morning. I'm Greg McQuaid.
And I'm Shelby Brown. I'm happy that it's Friday. Sitting in today. Thank you for Julie Bragg. Well, you know, music has always been a way for people to express themselves. Now teachers use music to give a voice to those who may not have one otherwise. Tracee Prillaman and Heidi Thurmond join us to explain the Vivo music program. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us. We're thrilled to be here today.
Yeah, well, it's great to have you. And you also brought along some musical instruments. Before we get to these, let's tell us about the Vivo music program.
Well, Vivo is the Capo Institute's newest offering, Greg. It's an offering that's intended to target students with special needs. Specifically this fall, we are targeting students with autism spectrum disorders.
How can music really enhance their lives and help them?
Well, you know, students with autism especially, but generally students with special needs, need an alternative way to express themselves. You know, they can't typically have a conversation like we're having right now. So music can provide a way for them to express what they're thinking or feeling without using words and without, you know, having this face-to-face interaction, and they can express themselves that way.
Ladies, tell us, when you finally put these musical instruments in their hands, I mean, what kind of reaction do you get initially?
Very exciting.
Very exciting.
These students learn very tactily, hands-on. They like to touch. They like to feel what they're doing. And so when they actually are able to pick up an instrument or put their hands on something, it just brings a smile to their face. It brings a smile to our faces. You just see that they begin, the information begins to click at that point. So really at Vivo, we're about helping those students to process information in lots of different ways. So we may present one thematic concept, but we'll do it in 9 different ways over the course of a 45-minute class. So they'll sing, they'll play their instruments, they'll get up and move, they'll just do a variety of things, and it's exciting to see them begin to be able to synthesize information and actually produce results.
That's so great. Is there a sense of achievement, and what do parents, how do they react when they see their kids doing this?
Oh, it's a tremendous sense of achievement, and that's what music can bring to them. They feel the success of, you know, I can make music. I can provide a contribution to this group, and they feel important, and they feel their individual contribution. They can make music, and they can do great things with it and feel good about themselves. And so it's definitely a sense of achievement there.
When they have this avenue to express themselves, do you think this helps them in life outside of the classroom?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, what we do at the Capo Institute, Greg, is really build musical communities, and because we really value people. We put the people first and the students first, and the music is second. And so through that vehicle of music, you are developing in students who are disabled or who are gifted or whatever those labels may be. You know, we just erase those labels and say, all of you are able to achieve wonderful, great things. So it's just really exciting to see that development, both personally, in their, you know, in the social arena, you know, as far as their musical development is concerned, they grow and develop there.
Academically,
sure,
academically, carries right over.
Absolutely, there are lots of great tie-ins that we've seen as a result of students being involved in the Vivo pilot back in the spring.
That's so great. Now, you have the xylophone here. How can this help a student? I mean, are we talking coordination? What can this do for a student?
Oh, coordination is perfect. Hand-eye coordination with being able to tap the bars, and it also gives a visual representation of the singing voice, of sounds and the relation to each other, you know, higher and lower. It's just a way for them to express themselves. They can make a lot of different sounds on this that expresses their mood, and that's a great tool for them.
The other, I was going to say, the other exciting thing that they do is that you can put multiple students on this instrument at one time, which is a really neat community aspect, again, of music making. You know, there's group accountability there. So you can have 2 students playing this instrument and playing together, whereas they can't necessarily sit, like Heidi said, and have a conversation like we're having. But through music, they produce this joint result, which is just really exciting.
That's fantastic.
It's satisfying for you, ladies.
Oh, very much. It's very fulfilling. It's wonderful to see the pride that they sense when they realize that they've performed in front of a group, you know, and they're contributing. The pride that they feel is just visible in their whole being.
And that helps with their confidence as well.
Absolutely. Oh, absolutely. You know, when we started the Capo Institute 3 years ago now, and we're thrilled to be entering year 3, Vivo is just an extension of what we do there, which is exciting for us. So across the board, you know, Heidi and I, in the lessons that we teach, the other group instruction elements that we do, you get to see this development of musical community amongst students, faculty, parent population, advocates, all the way across the board. So the folks who are involved in this community really get to sense the fact and understand that they're not only mentors, but they can be mentored as well. And that's really exciting, to see those students and us ourselves also, take on that role.
Making music and making smiles.
Yes, sir.
Ladies,
Yes, sir.
thank you very much.
Thank you for having us.
Good seeing you.
Thank you.